All right, one of our loyal listeners, Whitney Bro, has formed Day 18 campaign. You can find that on social media. I'm on their Twitter account right now, and they are encouraging women to perform self-breast exams on the 18th day of each month because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. The founder of that site is Whitney Bro. She's going through her own battle right now for breast cancer, with breast cancer, and you want to talk about a guiding light for people out there. Not only is she going through the struggles of breast cancer, but she is doing it with a smile on her face and encouraging women around her to get in and get the self-breast exams performed. And she may have saved somebody's life the other day. There is a post that is floating around social media that is pretty powerful. Whitney Bro is with us here this morning on Off the Bench, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and Alexandria to give us some insight on Day 18 and the campaign there. Whit, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Jordy and T-Bob. Guys, I hope you guys are doing well, and certainly prayers are going out to our fellow citizens out in southwest Louisiana with the approaching hurricane. So
Absolutely.
certainly praying for everybody.
Absolutely. And prayers to you right now as, of course, you're going through your fight with breast cancer. Give our listeners just your story and where you are.
Thanks, Jordy. I appreciate it. And, you know, this all started at the start of the COVID pandemic, which is insane for me. My son and I were laying on the couch fighting over a TV remote on March 13th when they got put out of school, I guess. And I discovered very randomly a sizable lump in my left breast and, you know, kind of had the shock and awe of what in the world could this be. Literally 7 days later on March 20th of 2020, I was diagnosed with late stage 3 breast cancer. And mind you, I'm 32 years old. And spent much of 2019 working out every day so that my Tigers could win the national championship. I had no idea that a cancer that size and an advanced disease was growing in my body the entire time. But I wasn't performing self-breast exams every month. And if it can happen to me, if I'm that 1 in 8, I'm trying to do my best to bring awareness to breast cancer, how it impacts women in Louisiana. Louisiana has the 3rd highest death rate associated with women with breast cancer.
Wow.
It's a pandemic in and of itself. And so Day 18 campaign, which is on Twitter and Instagram, is my way of channeling, I guess, a little bit of my anger and frustration that it happened to me, but in hopes that I'm going to be able to save someone else.
Can you share with our listeners the story that is on social media from the DM that you received after your post a couple of days ago?
Yeah, I guess it was Wednesday morning. I posted a how-to, just a real quick infographic on how you perform a self-breast exam. Literally takes you 5 minutes. And 4 hours later, a young woman that lives right here in Baton Rouge reaches out to me on Facebook with a message and says, you know, hi, I don't think I've ever met you, and I don't know how I saw your post, but I think you just saved my life. She found a tender lump in her breast. And that same day, on Wednesday, like she's at Women's Hospital, getting a mammogram, getting an ultrasound, having biopsies, and there's a strong likelihood that she may have breast cancer. And so whether it's through mediums like talking to you guys, and I know there's a lot of women that listen to ESPN Sports Talk Radio,
right.
listen to
right,
Off the Bench.
That's right. We were hanging out at last year's SEC championship at the booth. We were doing pregame. Hell yeah, there are.
And, you know, I know that women are avid LSU football fans, so I appreciate you guys for giving me the platform, because if one social media post helped one woman this week, I can only imagine how many women we might be able to help from just the conversation we're having today.
I mean, I just texted my wife. I just texted her the graphic and the rundown and being like, look, on the 18th, every month, we got to start doing this.
So lasting message for our listeners and the women in the audience today. Where do they go? What do you recommend? What's the first thing they need to do when you get off the air?
First thing is put a calendar reminder in your phone for the 18th day of every month. Set it as a reoccurring thing, and that's your day to do your self-breast exam. Just think of your favorite number 18s that play for LSU, and that should maybe help. Number 2, I want you to share that information with someone else. Be one that helps one pay it forward. And number 3, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram at Day 18 Campaign to keep up with the movement and how we're trying to help women across the state.
We will share that Twitter account from OTB and all of our personal accounts. You can follow Day 18 campaign on all those social medias. You can also read the blog over at Women's Hospital on what's going on with Whitney Bros breast cancer at Women's Hospital blog that you can find online. All of that information as at the Day 18 campaign Twitter account, which we're about to blast out. We spoke to our executives here at Guarantee Media. We're about to link up with Whitney for a campaign with breast cancer awareness. Great work. We're proud of you. Keep fighting. Hashtag Whit fights like a tiger. And have a good weekend. Stay safe.
You too, guys. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Thank
Whitney
you, Whitney.
Bro checking in at Day 18 campaign. Hour 2 of Off the Bench next.